Guys, I'm fighting a cold. Um, it should be relaxing somewhere, but I can't because I have work to do. So I have to go through this a little bit today. All right. So where's my music at? My background music should be on right now. I don't know if that's playing or what's going on my TV. I'm not sure. All right, first things first. My name is Kenneth Bird. My company is Black Series Edition LLC, and I'm a little baffled here. I'm trying to figure out why my sound is not coming through here, which should be playing through here. I just have my screen in the background playing. Oh, that is my music. For some reason, I thought it was the video I'm watching behind me in the back that was playing. This is actually music coming from here. All right. Okay, cool. So anyway, this is, I've been talking about this for a long time and how I feel about black technology. And I've worked for it for many, many years, and how I feel that this is the future of home theater projection. And it just is on so many levels. It's not even funny. I understand there are people going to fight it and don't want to accept it, but sooner or later, you're going to have to make a black screen paint. You're going to have to join in and make a black product because, again, it is the future. There's no way to deny it. Sooner or later, you're going to have these certified companies up here with black screens. And they're going to have them. I'll guarantee you, they're going to have a black certified screen. One's going to pop up. Whoever gets it first is going to be a leader of the pack in that particular category of those screens. But that's where the future is at. And you got people that sit there and make a mockery of black screens about them being too dark and they can't do this and can't do that. Everything you're watching right here in my marketplace is all black technology. It produces, of course, an inferior contrast level because there's no gray screen, there's no gunmetal, or no white screen that can ever match it. How are you going to produce a contrast level on a screen that's not designed to produce contrast? And on top of that, color capabilities. It has amazing color capability. Now, like I said, beyond all the other black screens, I've seen some black screen paints out there. But again, like I said, this is a product that can't be made overnight. This is a product that requires years and years and years and years of testing to get it right. Because it takes time to design a good black screen. And we've seen people rush it and try to bring out products that, again, that weren't producing enough white light, and there weren't enough test demonstrations on the products. There's supposed to be dozens and dozens of test demonstrations on our black technology. And it works much better for projector mapping applications. The invisible technology we designed was fantastic for special effects and all that stuff because, again, it's technology that can cloak into anywhere. So I have, we do make great products, but this is something I can't continue to do because I told you it goes against my beliefs on basically a more superior technology, which is black. I mean, if you're not happy with my opinions, you can actually go to somebody else and you can buy great products from them. But that's how I feel. I feel at the end of the day the black is more superior than any other screen out there on the market. And if it's not black technology, it's not the best. That's how I feel. So as of today, I've removed all great products off the website permanently for good. We will never ever bring them back ever again. Because again, it goes against what I believe in. I believe in that black technology is the best, and I'm going by what I stand by, And this is the same product I'm going to be pushing offline in our storefronts and galleries and displays because it's what I believe in. I can't go with something I don't believe. I made great products way, way, way back. I first started my company with great products. And when I saw the black diamond, the gunmetal technology, and I saw exactly what it was capable of doing, that basically just debunked everything I thought about when it came to gray screens. And I guess the continuing argument with gray screens, and like I said, I've seen the debates already with white screens versus gray screens, and gray screens, well, not versus gunmetal. Gunmetal stands in the world by itself. Or certified screens versus screen paints, all those different debates. And as I said before, you know, in the end, the more superior screen always rises to the top. So keep in mind, having a gray and white screen is going to cost you more money because, again, you are going to have to buy a projector that has an extremely high contrast capability. Sorry, to be able to, to be able to produce higher contrast levels. This is going to cost you more money because you have to spend money for higher contrast levels. Automatically, that you're going to tell me that a gray and white screen or a gunmetal screen is going to give you 100% black level, which you're trying to achieve. If you didn't, you wouldn't have spent the money for the contrast levels to begin with. Calibrating. Can't use these screens in fully lit environments. Gunmetals have a much better chance to survive on fully lit environments because it's a darker screen. Get the point where I'm getting at here? Gray screens and white screens, extremely difficult time trying to maintain a fully lit environments. Ambient light projection does not work in that screens at all, period. It doesn't, it has the capability. If you don't believe me, ask Google itself. Ask Google what is the benefits of a black screen. They'll tell you it's a more superior technology. Look at the OLED TVs, look at your cell phone. Is it gray or is it black? Even down to your VR glasses, computer monitors, all that involves black technology. And just about everything is embedded with OLED technology. So what I mean by you guys and people that are using gray screens, you are sitting in the past. We did it 10 years ago. We've already had that stuff been there, done that. I know exactly how far you can go with the gray and white screen, and it's not that far. So like I said, sooner or later, you're going to see these gunmetal certified companies pop up with black screens. Only a matter of time. Because they're pretty much probably working on it right now as I speak right now. I'm pretty sure they watch my technology. I'm pretty sure they see what I've been able to achieve with it. And I'm pretty sure they saw the demonstrations of our screens taking out gunmetal technology. And with that being said, they're smart companies at the end of the day. They know exactly what's going on. They're going to develop black screens pretty soon. And then what? The dominant technology basically will be black. And that means the gray and white screens will slowly become obsolete. The only difference between the white screens and the reason why they will have a survival point is due to the fact that they're paint over surfaces, which means this is where our technology comes in because we can convert that easily into a black screen. Where the certifieds are going to charge you for a physical black screen and it's going to cost you a ton of money. If you thought the gunmetals were expensive, wait till you see a black version of that technology. I guarantee you an easy 10 grand for 100-inch screen. Guarantee you. But anyway, you know, it's interesting because back and forth you have people who make these gray screen paint products and they're going to convert over to black technology. They don't have a choice. Then what? All that ramping and raging that y'all went on about black screens this and black screens that, and the very thing that you don't want to do, you're going to have to do because you're going to become obsolete. Why would I buy, a gray screen? Why? Why would I put one here in this environment? It won't pull in here. I can't see anything. I don't have to darken my environment in order to work with the screen, and I'm not doing that at the end of the day. So what's next? Go out and spend money for an expensive projector? My price point for my projectors is $500. That's the most I'll pay for a projector. So I got to spend more money for a higher contrast to pick up on a screen that can never see it. And darken my environment at the same time so the colors can work a little better, and that way the light doesn't fade and wash out my images. If that's the case, I might just go buy myself a TV. Let me come over here. So when I first came here, my walls are actually the same color as some of the screen paints I've seen on the market. And then when trying to, because I didn't paint my walls when I first came here. I kept them the same because I didn't figure out exactly what I was going to do in here to begin with. Didn't even know. I had some ideas, but didn't know yet. So couldn't use the watch my screen with the lights on because every time I turn the lights on, the screen would wash out. It just didn't work. And I got 5,000 aluminum machines in here and they wouldn't pull up. me change it to something else in the background over here. Oh, I set the wrong remote controls in here. AK Earth. Look at some animals. No, okay. AK Earth. There we go. Changing what I want to watch in the back. See, that's what I'm talking about. I'm sit here, and my screen's over here, and I can change out what I want to watch. Those designs back here. Now this is sitting on top of my Sony VPL FH30, and I paid $300 for my projector. As I said before, I don't pay any more than, most I pay for a projector is $500. Entire walls coated with black technology, including the ceiling. Couldn't do this without this paint being here, because when I tried doing this on the walls I had in here, my screen washed out. Light washed out the screen. So I couldn't pick up in here. I remember sitting there seeing on camera, I can't wait until I get my screens painted in here because I can't see jack with the lights on. I had to sit in the dark in order to watch the screen. This is ambient light projection technology, and we specialize in it. So that screen is supposed to pull up from corner to corner. No dark shadows right here. We see a lot of some black paints that try to do the same thing. They come up real dark around the edges. You're not supposed to do that. It's supposed to be clean from corner to corner, nice and sharp. Now, in all my demonstrations, I guarantee any customer contacts us, I bet you my projector is cheaper than yours. I bet you my projector is older than yours. That tells you right there. I'm the person that's supposed to be doing the demonstrations. Sorry about that. I should have the most advanced projectors, shouldn't I? But I don't. I have low model 720p's and old 2012s and 2011 models over here that I use because I don't have to spend the money. So that's why I'm making the decision, because like I said, it makes me, I can't deal with that. I can't make these great products. It's not right. And the other reason why it's not right, because it's not the future. It's not what I'm pushing for. When I'm advertising at my storefronts and I'm advertising at my galleries, we're going to be pushing that black technology is the best and proving it hands down. Show me a gray screen at 250 inches that can maintain a star field at 27 feet back on a projector that costs $400. I'm sorry, $270. Show me. Can't see it. So what are you going to do? Go out and spend the money for a venue projector? You have any idea how pricey a venue projector is with a contrast level that's going to be over 10,000 to 1? How expensive they are? I hope you got a couple $100,000 in your back pocket, because that's pretty much what you're pushing for. That's a lot of money. It's different when you're talking about the price, and everything changes when you switch over to commercial projectors. So for us to do, when we do those demonstrations, and the first thing they ask is like, how much did the projector cost us? They're thinking we're going to say something like, oh, it's like $30,000, $40,000, $50,000 machine. Like, no, that's a $270 projector sitting back there. And that entire demonstration was shot in 720p. There are no 1080p projectors out there when we're doing the demonstrations on the 250. That was all 720p display. And then they tell me it's 4,000 lumens. To anybody in the commercial business, that's considered to be extremely outstanding because usually they're sitting outside with 7, 8. Right now, there's the fellow we shipped over to 2 gallons. They got 15,000 lumen projector they're using out there. It's insane because that's what they're used to. And they're going to realize when they hit that screen with all that power, it's going to blow up. They were so amazed by it, they want to order 2 gallons from us again. Because they're used to seeing that stuff on white screens. And white screens don't pull. Let's forget the gray screens. Let's talk about the white screens now. People buy white screens, they still buy white screens. I see people go out and spend all this money for an ultra short throw projector, stick it on a white screen because they tell themselves the biggest lie of all times. I've done it myself. I'm not calling you a liar because I did it myself with the BenQ MS500. I bought that projector thinking that I was going to pick up all the bells and whistles. I was going to pick up all the color and the contrast and everything the projector was advertising. I was going to get that off my white wall. I got none of that. I got a poor image, washed out images, and they only got better when I turned out the lights. So that means I was going to be stuck in a dark environment. It's going to be pretty depressing. When you sit there and you read all these specifications on a projector and you get it home and you got all these ideas like, well, I'm going to get this big screen and you're going to get the big screen, but the colors and everything, they look amazing. And you get home and you find out it's nothing that you thought it was going to be. Then you start doing the research and you find out that you're going to have to really spend some money to get a really good screen. If you don't hear about us, then you're going to switch over to gunmetal and like, gee whiz, you gotta be kidding me. Mind you, because you have ultra short throw, you will pay more because they charge more for the ultra short throws. So now you're looking at probably spending about $3 grand, $4,000, $5,000. It's just for 100-inch screen. Maybe you want to go to 120-inch, maybe 150. Do you have any idea how much money that's going to cost you? A lot of money. A lot of money. So this is why I'm happy that when we have customers that bump into our videos because our videos are flooded everywhere. Like, gee whiz, can't go anywhere without one of your videos popping up. Good, because that's the way we want it. To show people that there's other options that you can do at the end of the day. Next room, I have $140 ultra short throw at 129 inches, 1610. Without spending the money for a $2,700 projector that says it can do so. So this is why black technology, or our technology, becomes an extreme serious threat. Because again, it basically rubs a lot of people the wrong way. What's the point of you selling a projector at 3,000 to 1 contrast, which again, well, I don't know why I do that. And you promise the customers you're going to get 4K. You know you're not getting that, right? That's native. That's not even native 4K. That's pixel shifting, so that's not happening. But we can promise you 150 inches off of all. Big deal. We can do the same thing in there with no problem. And it didn't cost that much money. It cost me under $200 for that machine out there. So they don't like us because we can basically produce 100% contrast with a $140 projector. And if the customer decides to upgrade to a 4K projector, that blows their machine clean out of the water. Because number one, the 4K projector, much cheaper. I think the P2s are coming in now at $2 grand now, $2 grand to 25 if you want it in black. That projector has a native 4K. So that means the Valve projector can't produce a native 4K, so it can't compete with that part. And even though it has a 2 million to 1, with the black technology, you are way over 2 million to 1 because your screen is physically black. So you dominate that already from the door. Then you can, mind you, if I can get a 150 inch out of a 720p projector, you can definitely get 150 to 160 out of a P2 with our black technology. Easily. So you can now do a 150 inch screen or 160, and we could do those outside because we did the Optima GT55 outside at 140, and that was only designed to do a screen size of 100 inches. So why would you even buy the Valve setup? Maybe no point. And there you go. Now, mind you, just think if our black projection screens pretty much ran the market, right? Let's just say that everything on the market was black technology. Where would the contrast in projectors be at? Would you have to buy that much contrast if your screens were already physically black? No, you wouldn't. There would be no contrast level on any projector because it wouldn't be needed. If the screen was already physically black, why would you need a contrast level? So that means that's something extra you wouldn't have to pay for when it comes to your projector. A lot of people don't think about the benefits of black tech. And again, for the people that are terrified, the only people are terrified are people who make great products. They're extremely terrified of black technology. And the reason why is because they're the ones that actually go around spreading the rumors that, oh, you can't use it because it's too dark, it doesn't pull up, you can't see it, this, that, and that shows a sign of being afraid. Instead of you inventing a black technology, you're afraid of it. You try to tear it down because you're scared and you don't have the capability to do so. We know that's fear. We know that's fear. Because you make screen paint. So why do you fear black technology? You fear it because you don't understand it and you can't make it. That's why. And the only thing you have to hold on to is outdated products, which are slowly going to be obsoleted. White screen has a purpose. It's a surface that's cheap, it doesn't cost a lot of money, and we can coat over it and turn it into high performance screens. It's fantastic. A gray screen, there's no point for it. What are you going to use it for? Contrast levels? Gunmetal can beat that. We can beat gunmetal, so no really. Color? No. Colors come out better on black screens. White levels? Well, white levels, if that's the case, can go buy a white projection screen. They pull the highest white level. So what's the point for it? There is no point for it. It served its purpose. It served its purpose when it first came out, and there were no black screens, there were no gunmetal screens. The only thing you had on the market was basically the white screen. And that's where the gray screen came out and served its purpose. If you notice that every company now, from Daylight to any company you name, they're not developing any more gray screens. They're developing black technology, darker technology, gunmetal technology. That's what they're building now. If you call Elite Screens right now, you say, hey, what's your top screen you have? They're going to point to the Dark Star 9. They're going to point to none of the lighter screens. Those are the bottom dollar screens. Good. And people who don't understand this, you do know that when you have 4K and 1080p projectors, they're designed to be on darker screens, not lighter screens. Go to any forum site, ask them. I guarantee they'll tell you. What's the best projector for 4K or 1080p, and they'll tell you a darker screen. Because again, if you got a 2,000,000-to-1 contrast on your P2 and you hit, and a customer did that, guy who did that came on and took that projector and put it against the wall, it didn't even pick up. So you have a 2,000,000-to-1 contrast. Let's just take us out of the equation. We're not even here. We don't even exist. So all you have now is white screens, gray products, and gunmetal technology. Which one is going to give you a darker shade so you can get the best out of your 2,000,000-to-1 that you paid for on your P2? It ain't going to be the white screen. It's not going to be the light gray screen. It's going to be the gunmetal. And the darker the gunmetal, the more darker shade you're going to be to pick up. Come on, we all been to kindergarten. We should know our colors by now. We should know how they work. So that means the more money you spend, the better you're going to be to utilize the contrast that you have in your projector that you just paid for. So what happens when you hit the black screen? Then what? You turn that off because you don't need it. So therefore you paid for something you will never use, because you will never be to truly achieve black until you actually physically hit black. Let me see what we're doing here. So we're going to keep the gunmetal Eclipse to the end of the month. All the other ones are going to be removed because again, there's no point. The kit that we have here for the Black Series starter kit will be converted to black technology. Because I do like the starter kit for people that are starting out for the first time. If you feel, like I said, at the end of the day, if you feel 100% that black technology is not for you, there's plenty of great paints you can go to. plenty of them out there. We're just not doing it anymore. Because I don't see a future in it. I don't. We did it 10 years back. I've done everything you could possibly think of on the gray screen paint products you can possibly think of under the sun. They just don't serve a purpose anymore. And it's not just the one person. It's to anyone who makes it. Anyone who makes it. You need to start upgrading your products and making a black technology. Now, for those of you who make these black products and you feel at the end of the day that, you know, you're going to use this as a springboard or a stepping board, I really don't care at the end of the day. I put my time and I put my work in. You're going to have to match. If you're going to be competing, if you're making your own stuff, that's your own business. But if you're going to compete against me at the end of the day, you're going to have to beat my test. And my test, the bar is extremely high. No one will. If you're going to go down that road, and I would suggest you not. If you want to go down and you want to challenge against me at the end of the day, and I'm an expert in the field, I'm just giving you a fair warning, you may end up destroying your product before it even launches. You don't want to go down that road, make your money, mind your business, and, you know, wish you the best of luck. But if you feel you want to jump on that bandwagon, then you'll get crushed in the process. If you feel like you want to go over and beyond that, then we'll see you in court, however way you want to do it. I'm just giving you a fair warning. Other than that, like I said, you know, for the customers, if you want the best product for your home theater projection, it's not going to be gray. Not going to be no charcoal gray. It has to be physically black. And I guarantee you, those certified companies are working on black technology. They're not stupid. And I'm pretty sure, like I said, they saw the demonstrations of our technology knocking out certifieds left and right. Any company with any half a brain or any common sense is going to sit there and think, okay, this guy's got a pretty good idea here. We need to invest in this. And do I fear them making black technology? No, actually, it gives us something more of a challenge to test against, which is kind of cool, which I'm hoping they do. And I would love to see a black certified screen. At least they can make it to the future. That'd be nice. We've been there 8 years back. And for anyone that denounces black technology, especially after what we display and what we can do at the end of the day, we strictly know that's pure fear. You're afraid. That's all it comes down to. I'm going to go to my showroom. Because we had to, let me see, I gotta update some stuff in this showroom. Well, we got it right there. Oh, no, we gotta go right there. I need to go to site menu. And I need to go to professional black. Now, it's gonna be a cakewalk for us because, you know, when we're selling offline, we're doing business offline. We're gonna be online, but we're doing business offline too. We're not gonna see gray screens out there. No. Majority of my screens we're going to bump into are going to be white. And I've seen that when I did my research, when I was walking up and down there going out and down of established and stuff. I saw nothing but white screens up here. That's a cakewalk to walk for us at the end of the day. Outdoor, well, we pretty much crushed any white screen outside, so that's going to be nothing. That's going to be easy to do. So basically, in our displays, we're going to have our screens versus white screens because that's the only thing we're really going to bump into. The odds we're going to bump into a gray screen is going to be extremely rare. And if we bump into any certified screens, well, you've seen our test against certified. I don't think that's going to be a problem. I mean, we can literally take a contract from a big corporation extremely easy because, number one, our technology picks up better ambient light projection. It doesn't require calibrating, no expensive projectors. It's far cheaper than their products in the day, and the customer ends up with a much larger screen. We can easily snatch it from them easily. And we can beat any one of their screens. Anytime I have, the biggest mistake Diamond did with us was basically sending out that court order for us to stay away from their products. That was the biggest mistake they made. They should have just ignored it. That's what they should have did, but they didn't. And because of that, we use that against them. Because anybody comes up against us, what are they going to argue about in court? You sent it, you know. And keep in mind, as I said before, if we were basically doing anything, and if they ever come out and said, I don't think they would do that, but if they ever came out and said, well, you know, they were just going against our product and that's what we're doing, and No, actually, you supported it because you sent us a letter telling us that our product had potential. And you also apologized for waking me up early in the morning. It's right there in the letter with your watermark attached to it. So if you felt that if we were violating you in any way, we would have never received that letter to begin with. It would have started off with a hostile letter from an attorney telling us to stay away from your stuff, but it didn't. It started off with a letter of you telling us that our product had potential and that you were interested in the product. It just didn't go your way the way you thought it was. That's why the attorney was brought in later on, for us to back away from doing tests against your products. That's why. So, now that being said, here we are. This is our showroom page. So we built these pages because the site itself, where we can buy the product from, is not big enough. I've got a dozen pictures to take tomorrow to add to this section right here. Let me see. Did I put this in here? Let's see. Okay. We need the specification sheets really quick. Now we had a customer had made a statement, real nice guy, based about outdoors. If you're doing outdoors, this one is weatherproof, and we have one also too for outdoors. You can spray it on and roll it on. It's up to you on how you want to do it. I prefer to roll in, to tell you the truth. That's my squeaky mouse. Okay, let me see. I'm gonna have it here. Let me see. Applications of. For applications of. For applications of. Mapping. Is that one? Outdoor cinema. Gaming. Now, as I said before, we're going to be making an invisible version of this technology. 2 different coatings will come with that. One will be in clear. The second one will be in the black. And because what I saw in the projector mapping, I like how it's displayed on the wall, but I would like to see that same application pushed through glass. So that's what we're going to be working on with this one. This is going to have an invisible application to it also too. And this will be nice for those of you who want to do any form of special effects, or if you want to do any gaming rear projection, this will have that capability. Well, this won't have it, but another version will. Now that version does require to be a spray-on application only. That's why I said that. You know, people who put in front and rear screen paints have to be sprayed on. You cannot roll this on because, again, any imperfections you cause with the rollers, and when you mark it up, anything that happens could easily transfer through on the other side. Never a good idea. Let's see. Got to break this down a little more. So this has to be, since this is the product, this is the, what you call them, product information sheet. It's a little different. It has both products on there. Sorry, people. Oh crap! I'm about to do it again. In the back. Oops, literally forgotten. This is so stupid. About to trigger off my smoke alarm again. So I keep leaving pans on. I do. I'm heating up some hot tea, and I nearly forget. Get caught up in this and forget. I'm supposed to be doing it in the back in the kitchen. All right, let me see. Right there. I'm gonna put that in for a bowl. There we go. And this is, wait, is this the same writing as the rest of them? Nope, it's not. All right. We don't need a bow with that. Let me take it off. That's perfect for there. Let me see, sizes we have here. Right, 24 ounce. Let me see. Alright. This comes with a free. Now everything we're doing here for the site is not only for just our online users, but also, like I said, this is going to be a main website hub for our offline business, so customers can be redirected somewhere. So this is where all this is, we're setting up and going and tweaking everything, making sure everything looks nice. And I got to upload my videos onto here. Let me see. Free. I think, what is it? Is it 5 by... No, it's 5 by 7. It is right here. Or 5 by 8. Yeah, 5 by 8. 5 8. Now, is there any gray screen out there who feels at the end of the day that I'm wrong by what I just said? Well, guess what? There's a sea of certified gunmetal sitting out there waiting for you to go test against. We can beat gunmetal. That's not a problem. The most advanced screen, if we're not in the picture, will be gunmetal technology. And if you claim that you have the ability to be more superior and you're an up-to-date screen, then you should have no problem taking out gunmetal, including the black diamond technology itself, which is an extremely hard screen to beat. And I'm not talking about doing these demonstrations in dark environments. These are gunmetal technology. They are designed to be used in environments I'm using right now. See the environment right now? They can pull up in these environments with no problem. That's where you're going to have to be at. Showing off contrast levels and colors and all that. We know that you can compete with the white levels. That's not a problem. It's the contrast is what you're going to have to be to hit these screens with, because the main goal of gunmetal is contrast. And you're going to have to be able to pull up a darker star field than this particular technology, and it's not going to happen. So you can't beat the gunmetals. We know that. And if you can't beat the gunmetals, then that means that your product is obsolete. because it's the gunmetal that was responsible for taking your product out to begin with. I think this is a 10 by 8 by 10 by 10. And I do not see a lot of demonstrations on these great products versus diamond technology or any other technology. I don't see it. Why? Because they can't pick up the contrast, that's why. You can't beat the gunmetal. You know, it means that you're not really up to date. You're outdated. There we go. Now, since I got my whole wall painted in the next room, I'm going to do an interesting demonstration. Like I told you, my walls in here are very kind of a light gray. They actually do match a lot of the gray paints we've seen so far. And like I said, if anyone feels that I'm wrong on this, I'll buy your product, I'll throw you against the wall in here, and I guarantee you'll blend right in. Just saying, just put it out there. So we're going to take two Sony projectors. When we have one here already set up, I'll swap that out for another one. And we got the gray wall on the side in the next room, and we'll put the 5200 lumen projector on the gray wall, and I'll take the 4000 lumen and stick that on the black wall. And let's see which one pulls the star field. Let's see which one pulls proper color. And we already know what's coming already from the door. Not gonna go well. Let me see, we need battery life. Alright, gonna go quite well. Yeah, we're in the wrong section for that one, Bird. It's over here. There we go. Yeah, just gonna have to accept it. What are you gonna do? Deny it? You can see my technology pulling up in showrooms, and we're gonna do a couple of fancy art galleries and stuff like that. So what are you gonna do? Deny it then? You're going to see it in the showroom just blowing up all over the place, and you sit there and go, gee, it's not real, it's not happening. Accept it. It is happening. It is the future. The gray screen is long overdue to retire. It is past its time already. And I would advise people who make these products, start working on something darker, like black. You know, you would think that a person in my field wouldn't want to have anybody develop a black technology. You would think that I'd be afraid. No, I'm not, because I've done the test. I know exactly what the requirements are. It's not an easy uphill battle. It really isn't. It's going to definitely come with a lot of trials and errors. But at least in the long run, you'll be future-proof, because you can't take anything off my table at the end of the day. That's virtually impossible. I'm too ahead of the game. There's no way in the world you could ever catch up to where I'm at. It would take you years to do it. I know that from experience. But I am trying to point you in the right direction where you should be at. Because if you're still basically holding on to them great products, again, you are sitting in the past. As for the other fellow who calls himself making a black product, no. No one's saying you can't do it. No one's saying that. You just need to put more time in it, a lot of time in it. That's just, yeah, that, no. No. You need at least about a good maybe 4 or 5 years before you can actually put a product out. in black technology. So we already flooded pretty much everything we need to do online. Now offline we'll be able to push even harder to basically show to people who've never seen black technology that it actually does exist, because you'd be surprised on how many companies I've talked to and they don't even know that black technology actually exists. And that is definitely going to put my company square on the map. So not only will you have to catch up with us online, but offline, that's another thing you're going to have to catch up on. It's like watching a dog be in the backyard all day long, and then sooner you just open up the gate and just let them run. That'll be us. Everything we hit just transforms into black. I get myself my Darth Vader helmet out. Join the dark side. Yeah, because I'm going to get crushed if you don't. I'm giving you a heads up. You are going to get, if you're making a gray screen paint product, you better start developing a black technology fast, because you will get crushed. And I'm giving you a fair warning. It's the same thing when I sat there in that room and I made all those great products and I took that black diamond sample sheet and I stuck it against my screen. I saw the future right there and then. I had enough common sense at the end of the day to understand true technology when I saw it, when it was standing right in front of me. I could have spent those years hating on that product, but I didn't. I decided to design something to be like this product, or maybe even better. Now look where I stand at. The very company that we basically, at the end of the day, were inspired to go down that road to develop darker technology. We have technology that we know is far more advanced than what they have. So I'm giving you a fair warning. These certified companies, they're not playing around. They're going to come up with a black screen. The gunmetal gets so dark now, it's almost on the verge of being black. And once they figure it out, there you're going to see one pop up. It is lights out. It's kind of like the theory of basically being hunted by a wolf. You have the scout that comes out and sees you first. That's the first one you see is the scout. And as you start to run away from the scout, he's howling back to the others, and they're basically causing this small little circle where they're actually surrounding you. When you see that wolf come through the bush, that means you're already dead, because they've already surrounded you that fast. You understand how freaking smart wolves are. But I gotta tell people, when you see that first wolf pop up, that's the scout. And if you don't kill him on the spot, you don't get rid of him, and you're done. Because what's going to happen is, as he's tracking you, he's howling to his pack. And his pack is out there, they're surrounding you. So when you come to the bush and you see another wolf coming at you, you've already surrounded, you're dead. Yeah, well, you better make a warning you right now. You might want to start working on doing the research, cracking some books, doing something. Let's see where we're going to put these videos at. It's just basic common sense. If you're a gamer at the end of the day, you're buying a monitor for your gaming, right? You're going to buy a gray monitor, you're going to buy a black monitor. Why did you buy the black monitor? Oh, better contrast, deeper contrast levels, better color. All right, just wondering. Get yourself a brand new cell phone, they give you a gray screen, you would flip out in that store. What the freak is going on here? This is a gray screen. What the heck is this? They don't give me no contrast. Why would you even get it? There you go. Answered your own question. So why is your projection screen gray? You hear me sit there and say that in videos many times when we make great products. We make it because we try to basically keep the, I don't know, just try to make it fair. But it's not. You hear me on camera saying it over and over again. It's not the best. It can't do what a black screen is designed to do. We have to dumb the screen down, literally, to accommodate our technology into it. When I'm looking at a gray screen, I'm looking at all the contrast levels that I'm not seeing that I should be seeing on a black screen. I'm gonna get myself a Maine Coon. How about you feel about having a Maine Coon for a friend? It's a big cat. Should just get a female and y'all make me half taco and half Maine Coon. That'd be cool looking. Alright, let me see. We got all that updated here. We need to go on from here. I'm gonna say, well, you know, black technology. Well, look at this right now. Nobody wants to touch a screen that has OLED technology embedded in it. Because why? Because it's the darkest screen you could possibly get on the face of the planet. Most people don't want to go near TVs unless they can get OLED. And most people don't want to spend the money for the OLEDs because they're too freaking expensive. But when it comes to VR glasses and cell phones and all that stuff, people are really hope it has that OLED technology because I want that ultra dark. As a matter of fact, when I bought my Quest system, I was hoping that it had OLED screens in it. It would have been really nice to have a really true contrast. Let me see. I want to do showcase we did here. That's for what's this one before? Video demonstrations. Showcase. That's basic demonstrations. I want to do. Let me see side by side showcases for pictures. That is for specifications she added in. All right, order product from here. This is the gaming, which we'll be doing that later in the day, and this is projector mapping. Let's see where we're at on this one. Oh, let's watch a movie in here. I was watching Meatballs. Actually, one of my favorite movies is Meatballs. I think it became one of my favorite movies because when I told your mother was kind of strict. She let us watch a lot of crazy movies. Meatball was considered to be a real crazy movie, so we couldn't watch it. So I had to go over to my friend's house. They had cable, and we could watch our movies over there, but still couldn't watch because even his parents had things we couldn't do over there. I like this one. Someone was asking me a few minutes ago about the whole freaking the shamrocks and stuff like that. This one comes up pretty good. You can actually get these, make these yourself. Let me go over here and grab this demonstration right here. Oh, I'm watching that next. That looks pretty cool. Ghost Brother. Let me check that out. Done. And let's see if I did the loop on this one, the loops on that one. Okay. Let's go grab let me see. That's for projector mapping, applications. Let me see. Over here. Okay, let me see. Change video. See, this one's done. Don't have to worry about that one. These are complete. Alright, so we're going to convert, let me see. I do want to keep the starter kit, but I want the starter kit to be with black technology. We're not going to support the valves anymore. We did have a product for the valve projectors, but I'm not making it anymore. Because again, like I said, the valve projector is, man, altogether, from my personal opinion, it's just a projector that is just not worth anyone's time and money. That's how I feel, because again, this is a projector that's constantly lied about what it's capable of doing. Not only that, you know, this is a projector that claimed that it was 6,000. It really wasn't that. It was much lower than that. So again, we're not supporting that. We would just advise people just don't buy them. This is going to be for the gaming demonstrations. We'll be doing that probably tomorrow, because right now I am feeling really under the weather. But other than that, the valve paint is done. I ended it today. And again, like I said, I feel sorry for those who purchase it. I'd advise you not to buy them. If you got them, take them back, whatever. But we're not supporting anything for those things, because again, projector's crap, man. It just basically just burns the customers. It burns the customers on so many levels, it's not even funny. And for those you're buying for the first time, just to let you know, 3,000 to 1 contrast on a projector at that caliber is very, very poor. And the fact that you're not even getting real 4K, that should ring a bell for you right there. Native pixel shifting, compressing is not the same as native 4K. Now, I guess if they were charging something cheaper for the projector, maybe it was like $1,500, around that price, then yeah, then you're definitely, you know, it's native for it's pixel shift, you know. But you're charging $2,700 to 30 something. Some of those projectors are like $5 grand for a machine that can't even do a physical 4K. Nah, that's a major red flag. So it's not even, you shouldn't even buy them to begin with. The screen is even worse. From what I've seen from a YouTuber who raves about these projectors and screens, the screen is absolutely horrible. It literally matched the white screen on so many levels, it's not even funny. That's not even worth anywhere near $800 or $700. Nowhere near worth that. $1,000 for 120 inch? I don't think so. If anything, probably like 120 bucks. Because there's no way in the world you should be ever matching a white screen. Ever. It matched it in contrast, it matched it in color, it matched it in everything. At least in color, it shouldn't even have matched. That's my squeaky mouse. So I'm not supporting those machines. Or any other of them. We're not supporting them at all, period. And we're just not doing the gray products anymore. I don't even have that in my pocket. The question is why I have that in my pocket. Let's see. Because what's the point of me selling you something when we know we have something far better? Let me see. We need to go to live shop. So the 24 and this one has to be changed out. So what we need to do is, let me see. This is going to convert into a block technology. I need this one right here. So we need I'll take this. Make sure to copy this. This is not going to work anymore. This is going. So what we're going to do is we'll take these right this and this right this. This is all we need from there. And we'll convert that for a starter kit for the block. 24 ounce. Come out. Oh, this is the which one? No, this is the copy. It's the copy. We have to change out the other one for that one too. So we need to, because the 24 ounces is not going to produce a screen that big. That's virtually not going to happen. So they're bigger screens. So we need to keep the smaller ones in here. Okay, this one over here, excuse me. That's perfect. That'll be the first one. We need the other one here. Oh, no, here's one here. Let me see. Now, I already said that, you know, because of what we're going to be planning to do, our offline sales are going to increase by a lot. And because on our websites, we have like so many people that come to our site and place orders, or you're talking about offline. You're talking about people that will be walking into the store, word of mouth, people that will be coming to look at these black screens, react. There's a lot of business. We're in the business section. It is going to get a lot of publicity extremely quick. On top of that, like I said, being black on top of that, just checking technology. So we are going to put a cap on the website, which means we're only going to produce a certain amount every month. That's it. Because again, I told you about how I don't want a huge, massive company. I want to keep things nice and comfortable. So I'm going to cap my site. After we reach that certain cap, we basically put up the splash page, which means the page pops up and it's going to tell you that the product is not available. We do have a waiting list though. You can go on a waiting list. No, I'm not doing the waiting list. That's going to be a headache too. I'm just going to basically just do first come, first serve. Because that's going to be a headache. Then we got to go by a list and who's first. And say, no, I ain't doing all that. Let me just reopen the site again, and then you can just go in and just place your order from there. These are Black Series. I keep forgetting we have Black Series even at the other house. Yeah. Never enough pictures. That's it. That's all we got for pictures. We're used to doing like 1,000 pictures, 60, 70, 80, 1,000 at least. But I mean, this will work. So this is the starter kit, which we're going to convert over to black technology. Good, with the showroom attached to it. Good. On top of that, let me see. I need to bring this a little bit here. Put down what it comes with. This item right here is not available for overseas due to the fact that it's too expensive to ship overseas. Just it comes in a big box. Free shipping. Put it down a little bit. Nope. Must be nice. Alright, perfect. Right here, let me see. Are we still on copyright music? Oh, we still on copyright music. Okay, cool. Alright, let me see. Let's go right here. Right there. Let me see. Alright. Alright. We'll need this here. Okay, that's cool. Starter kits only do 100, and screens does only do 120s. We'll leave it there. Let's do this here. I'm gonna change out. Let me see. All right, I'm gonna change this title. Let me grab the starter kit from here. starter kit's converted to black. This one's off. There's no anymore. These are gone. Alright, perfect. Let me see. The complete cinema, we bought that back. But the other ones, no. I'm actually going to be converting those into visible technology for a project. The complete cinema is back on the site. Excuse me. And I'm going to get ready for the Sugar Plum Fairy. That's going to be available this summer because that's a girl's gamer paint. Alright, let me see. Everything's good here. We're good to go. Everything's fine. Okay, perfect. Alright. Oh, I forgot we had to change something real quick. That's definitely gotta go. For the managed products. It's into 24. Let me see, in 24. What's this right here? Alright, 24 is in here. No, we're never going to do a screen size that big with that. 24 is not going to work. That's completed. Good. Gunmetal 32 we don't need. We're removing that one. We don't need that. We'll keep the 24 to the end of the month, but 32 we don't need. That's perfect. Oh, that's gotta be changed. Front page. Okay, let's see. Manage media. That looks good. This one is, which one is this one? Oh, okay, that's one good in the year. This one's going. This is the valve, yeah. Sorry, people. There's our demonstration of our product going side by side to a 1080p TV. Anyone asks us that question about what about your product next to TV? We got it right there. White levels and everything, the whole 9 yards. So anytime we got somebody going to a forum site and they go, well, guess what? Your product's not as good as TV. We go, here you go right there. Knock yourself out. And that conversation changes quick, don't it? Now, for any gray screen out there that may sit there and say, well, we can do it. No, you can't do the same thing because that TV can see a contrast level and your screen can't. That TV can be used in a fully lit environment and your screen can't. So no, you're not the same as the TV. I love that one. I've seen that demonstration too many times to count. When I have somebody come to make that statement and say, no, guess what? You know, a gray screen can do the same thing a black screen can do. You can do the same thing. We can do the same thing a TV can do. All right, show me your contrast levels. See, we can pull white levels just like a TV. So if we can see white levels and we can see color without calibrating, without changing the environment to alter the screen's appearance, then how in the world are you going to pull up a contrast level on a screen that automatically can see contrast? This can see contrast, this can see contrast, my cell phone can see contrast. Can a gray screen see contrast? No, it cannot. They just completely skip that entire equation altogether. Let's just skip that and let's just talk about this. No, let's talk about the whole thing. Can you imagine you just buying a TV and say, I'm sorry, this TV only works with certain colors. It doesn't work with black levels at all. So everything's going to come up gray. So all that crying on camera about how, oh, he's using special cameras and special effects and all that. How the heck is that going to work when we're in a showroom? That's what I find funny. I guess pretty much everybody that we that has our products, all our customers and all of them, they must be using special cameras too also. And the church that did the intro video for us, they must be using special cameras too also too, right? So all that's fake, all that's not real. Everybody, that's one big giant massive conspiracy. Let me tell you something, coming up with theories like that, you're a stone throw off, people, of being sitting in the top of a hill somewhere with a tinfoil cap waiting for the aliens to come and get you out there behind the moon. That's pretty much where you're sitting at. That's the dumbest thing I've heard in my entire life. So you know what makes you feel like an idiot? When you make those statements, people will have our products that are sitting down going, gee whiz, this guy's so short from freaking going into a loony bin. That's where that theory comes up at. There's your product right there on my screen. I'm going to level your product at the same time and also to blend it to your screen. What happened there? Look at that. It blend right into your screen. Because this technology can blend into any gray screen when it comes to white levels. And basically at the same time, compete with the TV. See, that's what I'm talking about. I'm talking about anybody's out there fighting and crying about black screens. Anybody out there fighting and crying about black screens right now, you're afraid. I'm calling you out, you're afraid. If you're such afraid of black technology and it's supposed to be such a failure, make one better. You can't do that because you don't know how to. Then you're afraid of it. And when people are afraid of something, they become hatred comes in. When hatred comes in, they figure out ways to destroy it. Isn't that interesting? The problem is this technology is a lot stronger than that. So, yeah. See right there? What happened to your product now? That's a Frankenstein. You do that, right? Yeah, we had that product here. We had all those products here. That's a Frankenstein right there, right laying up against our screen. That's why when we sit here and hear this one individual coming and say, well, buy so-and-so, we've done this already. We did this already. We've had your products here. We tested them. We've done it already. And with receipts to match. Yeah, your product right there. We've had the Frankenstein here multiple times. And when he comes on and they're talking about how, go test my product now. We did this already. So many different colors your product comes in, it's not even funny. You don't even know what real color it actually comes in. Yeah, your stuff doesn't work at all. Look at that. See how we can pick up a contrast level right here with no problem? You can't see that because you can't register that. But going all the way back to the beginning, look at this. So this is our screen versus a TV and the Frankenstein mix right there. Didn't even pick up. Where did the contrast levels go? Go on. Ambient light washed it out. That's the problem because it's not ambient light rejection technology. Can't absorb light. So it can't see a contrast level and it's not ambient light rejection. See, this is what I'm talking about. They can't even get this stuff correctly. What makes you think they can make a black technology? No. Yeah, I don't know what y'all doing. Well, I'll tell you one thing. You better start cracking some books or doing something at the end of the day. Well, that one right there at the end of the day, honestly and truthfully, if we're going to be for real, if we're going to talk about for real, hey, you really shouldn't be thinking about that at all. You should be thinking about getting a lawyer right now. So, and he got bigger problems than worrying about screen paint right now. And right now, this is the last thing on his list to be thinking about. Anybody else that along the line, well, them two are being sued. I forgot about them too. Well, anybody outside those groups, you know, if you're going down that road, you're going to be making a black technology, which you advise you, those who make those great products, I would advise you definitely try to look forward to making darker products. Because again, like I said, gray screens can only do so much. I mean, like I said, I like the people who sell on eBay. I like their products. I've had them here. But I didn't dare put them against my screen because I knew what the outcome was going to be, and I don't want to, you know, disrupt their cash flow with showing off my stuff versus theirs. But you know, if I wanted to wipe out all of eBay, I can literally go on eBay right now, buy all your products, and I can wipe all your products out that fast, that quick, in one hit. But what would be the purpose of all that? That would be just pointless to begin with. Just giving them a bit of a heads up that you really should. Now, if I bought your product and I did it like on a private, which I probably would do, just showing the results and what would happen, and then I would send them a private video so nobody else can see it, just me and that person, just give me a heads like, hey, look, you may want to like upgrade and try to make a darker product because again, this stuff you're making is not going to last long. That I would do. And what happened right here? You're supposed to be. That's a black technology sitting up there. I told you, Frankenstein is trash. We beat that stuff on so many levels, it's not even funny. It's in our intro video right there. We beat the daylights out of that stuff. Can't even see the background for the freaking intro. It doesn't even pick up. Blended your screen again. White popped up and blended right into your screen, but you didn't pick up the contrast. Look, star field didn't even register on the star field for jack. Yeah, Frankenstein is trash. It is. It don't work. You don't pick the white levels. Fix the white stuff to a certain degree, but nah, not against our stuff. It won't match. Even that stuff is obsolete. It's product. This is why I don't own TVs. I just have a monitors here. Once I get all this stuff fixed and done, these will be gone. These will be out of here. I don't have to work with them no more. That screen right there can do the same thing that screen can do. That one can't pick it up and can't see it. So when you people who have like Valva and all the other companies who have screens that are coming in about that color right there, and you're sitting there saying it's a TV, it replaces the TV. No, it doesn't. How would it replace the TV? A TV can see a contrast level. You don't see contrast. And TVs are not plagued by lights 21 feet up in the air. Is that right, Taco? Nope. Nope, that don't happen. That don't happen. Nope. Now, I got something to just say real quick. How would you even know what a contrast level looks like if you never had a screen paint that's 100% black technology? I had all of them. I can go back and show you my archives where I can pull up light gray paints from every shade that you can possibly think of that I've developed and designed. From the D4K, D5K, and D6K gunmetal technology we first started engineering. From the gunmetal technology we have now, from black technology we've been developing way back since 8 years back. So how would you even know what true contrast looks like if you've never really actually seen it? I'm planning to have that on display. I'm gonna get a big screen TV now. Whatever technology is sitting right next to it. So that's what comes up in form size, pretty much. Just mention your name one time here, Jamie. How would you know what black technology, how do you know what contrast really looks like if you never possessed it? How? I've designed every kind of screen paint you can name, every kind of shade you can think of, even colors. I can always go back and say, yeah, we did gray paints, here you go, knock yourself out. We did gunmetal, here you go, knock yourself out. We did black technology, here you go, knock yourself out. But you never even had a black technology, ever. Never did any research, no study, there's nothing. There's no lengthy amount of videos, nothing showing anything of any test of any kind whatsoever. So, how would you know what true contrast looks like if you never developed, designed, or researched black technology? You don't. You don't know what it looks like. Now, you know, other people are going to make black technology to try to, you know, join the future. And then you have those other ones who try to make black technology, try to beat us at the end of the day. And good luck catching up. Boy, you got a lot of work ahead of you. Any technology out there that's claiming to be me at the end of the day, that feels that they can basically do the same thing that I do, you complete all my test demonstrations, every single one of them. Even the ones going back to 8 years back when we first started on the digital 4K crystal onyx. And And including matching all beta testers tests also too. Excuse me. Because you know, even in baseball or sports or even in anything, in order for you to beat that athlete's record, you're going to have to beat his record. You can't just go up there and say, I'm the best pitcher, I'm the best runner, I'm the best this and the other. No, you have to beat whatever they achieve, whatever record they set, you're going to have to beat that to prove that you're better. So, our record is we have outstanding test demonstrations. You would have to beat every single one of them. And then every last one of them would have to be live. Good luck, because you're going to need it. The only difference is with OLED TV, people say, oh, you think your body's OLED. Yeah, we do. You know why? Because OLED TV has an ultimate black level. Our screens are physically black. So we do have that black level achievement. No problem. Hands down. It's not a problem for us. And don't even require projectors with high contrast capability. That projector behind we're using right now has 2,000 to 1 contrast. And if we want to compete with the resolution of a 4K, I ain't easy going to just get a 4K or 8K projector, do the same thing their TV can do at the end of the day. I'm still achieving 100% contrast and can still maintain the fully lit environments. So how does that not make us OLED-like? Where your gray and white screens and gunmetals can't produce the contrast to begin with to match the OLED TV. Some of you can survive in fully lit environments, the other ones can't. There you go. Look at that. That's amazing, isn't it? That's beautiful. Woo. Let me see. What we gotta do here? Oh, no. There it is in the room. Just had it right there. Pick it up right there. Now, I think I'm gonna break open my Sony Sony DPO FH30. Oh, 6. 36. Me 36. Money won't be 5,000. But we can use Chrissy. Let me see. Give me some Chrissy. The demonstration still running? Okay, let that run. I'm gonna set up in the other room. All right, so let me see. Oh, okay, yeah, we produce a better red. While you guys are watching that, I'm setting up for the venue projector setup. And the next room, we got the gray wall still exposed on one side. So we're gonna take our Christie projector W505 and put that against the gray wall. So we can do some demonstrations showing you why you don't use venue projectors on gray and white surfaces. Why black technology is far more superior. Bet you never seen anybody with that intro on their front page for screen paint, have you? Go look around, see if you can find one. We're the only ones who has that demonstration, because again, anyone we've seen trying to do this demonstration is going to be in a very dark environment because their contrast levels won't pull. That's the problem when competing against a monitor. You see, I'm switching back and forth and I'm pulling up all these videos. We got white levels, we got contrast, we got color. And as people sat out there and lied to you, just like the industry, and told you at the end of the day that a green screen was going to be sufficient, and it wasn't. You have sat there and spent the money on your investment for your projector just to downgrade your very investment that you had in your room. I watched the demonstrations. I've been on YouTube. We've done the field trips. We saw what we saw. People sitting in dark environments, and anytime they have to pull contrast levels, sitting in a complete darkness on an ultra short projector that's literally kissing the screen. And you got lied to. They told you all that time. And out of them being afraid and scared of new technology, they also lied and told you that the black screens can't see white levels. They can't see colors. We got a screen sitting there right there matching a TV on its white levels. Because they want you to continue to buy their lies. Now, I can make this a challenge today for any gray screen. I can literally tell you, put a monitor up there, show me the white levels, show me the color, and show me the contrast in a fully lit environment. You can't do that because the screen will wash out. That's a 21 Phantom. Now we got technology on the 4857s. Well, now 57 is going to be changed because that's going to be a physical wallpaper screen. Afraid. Yeah, that's why they do the demonstrations of the screens being so dark. They're afraid. You know, the interesting thing about it is the very screen that you fear is the very screen that you're going to have to make in order to have. Because again, black technology, it's the future. That gray stuff has been done to death. And customers want a product that actually works at the end of the day. I've seen your demonstrations, I've seen your customers all sit in the dark. Every last one of them just sit in dark environments. They have to put up with that. They have no choice. And turn the lights on, the screen's gonna wash it on. Being told to calibrate because the colors don't come out correctly. Then they'll lie to you and tell you that, oh, calibrating is something that has to be done. We don't do it, and we can knock out certifies on a color pattern test in a fully lit environment at 1,000 and 5,000. So this is what people are going to be seeing offline. These are what people are going to be coming into watching this black technology produce an insane white level next to a TV. They're going to see the future. Meanwhile, online, people who believe in this fake nonsense at the end of the day with these gray screen paint products that can't pull proper contrast, that wash out, and people sitting in dark environments, you'll be sitting in the past. On the investment that you paid all that money for. You didn't get anything from it. You're lucky if you get 50% out of your projector. You're lucky. All right, let me go set up for the next room. That's why we're flooding YouTube. We're flooding on the social media channels with our demonstrations. Because again, people need to know at the end of the day that they need to get the most from their projector. Instead of getting cheated on a lie on a product that doesn't work. I don't mock the customer with the 4K 3500 lumen projector. I feel sorry for him. I do. Because that type of projector he had and that little bit of lighting, that screen should have pulled with no problem. If he had the proper screen. There's nothing wrong with this projector. It's a beautiful piece of machinery. The problem is he didn't get what he paid for. Even with the lights out, that screen was a fail. The people with the venue projector sitting that close to a screen and you couldn't pick up on a commercial projector? Are you kidding me? They got robbed. They had to turn the lights down on a venue. That's unheard of. Right? These projectors are like 8,000 lumen machines. I got 5,000 lumens. I have a 6,000 in my closet that I'm working on. And you mean to tell me you got to turn out lights for that kind of machine? That's a venue right there that's firing off right now. Man, if they couldn't get that thing to generate at freaking 4 to 5 feet from a screen with that kind of power, it's definitely not going to work outside. There you go. See my whole full screen. So somebody brought that up. A few people brought that up. I said, man, the effort that they put in to try to make your product look bad, they must be afraid. They are afraid. They're scared to death. Their products don't work. But a little message to you gentlemen out there, you haters. If you make this product, you make that great product, it ain't gonna last long. It's basically, its time is counting down. Ain't not too many people gonna buy that stuff anymore. People that are making this stuff, I would advise you start looking into darker technology. At least in the gunmetal field. Because that gray paint, it ain't worth the time anymore, it really ain't. And the way they're making these household paints now, these household paints are just as good as these gray paints. They can easily match them with no problem whatsoever. You seen Network Gray 773, that stuff is a monster. Slip silver, that stuff, we tested, that stuff is a monster. If we were making any of the products we made 10 years ago, and we had to deal with that, I wouldn't be in business. That stuff would wipe me out clean with no problem. Good thing I did see the diamond sample sheet, eh? Good thing I had enough common sense at the end of the day to basically change. Excuse me. Excuse me, people. Excuse me. I mean, it could be worse, but it's not that worse. It could be bad. It ain't that bad. It ain't that bad. Let me see. All right, I'm gonna grab this battery pack. You can use this one right here. Alright, since we're right here for this battery back. Are we still in free copyrighted music over here? Make sure we check over here for a minute. Make sure we're still in the free copyrighted music zone. Oh yeah, we're still there. Man, this is a good one. Get a couple commercials coming up other than that. Plays quite nicely. Let me see. Taco, you're here beating my stand up. Stay with my stand. You giant dinosaur kitty, you. Alright, let me see. I gotta set up for the next room. So let me go grab a projector. We need these for the demonstrations for the site. I had another fire stick on here somewhere. Let me see which one's this one. Alright, this is the one that shows the TV show right here. This right one. Alright, fire stick looks to be a headache. Let's see what's going on. This one for this one. I hate when these things do this. Hi, my name is Alexa. I'm a freaking jerk. I work when I'm bored. Alright, let me see, let's try this again. First, she did not want to register. Alright, let's try again. Let's see. Which one are you, Alexis, since you're not? There you go, right there. Nice for you to pop up and join the rest of us. Thank you. I can figure out which one you go to and put you back over here. Like I was watching over here. One of the things I hate about having multiple fire sticks, just trying to figure out which ones actually went to what, which I should have just color coded them. I had to make it a little easier for me. Let me see. I'll take some beautiful fish. Wow! What? 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 Mighty headbutts? Mighty headbutts. You and your mighty headbutts. Alright, we'll take that one over here. I'm gonna go pop over on the other section instead of over there. You come in, Mr. Technician. I hope you hook this up. Come on, buddy. Alright. Oh, shoot. Weren't you supposed to leave this remote control in there? Yes, I was. How's everybody? Alright, so it's okay, it's cool. We got 5,000 lumen Chrissy projector. Hold on. Might drink some hot tea. I should have started off the morning with begin with. But anyway, so we got. Oh wait. What video is that right there? Jack, man, I can't see it. LG. It's an LG 4K. I'm looking for this demonstration video. LG 4K playing in the sun. Oh, come on, Mother George. Seriously, Alexis? I can't pull that up. But I wanted that was a good bright one, too. LG OLED demonstrations. That Adobe Visual. Somebody been listening to what I've been saying because I've been asking for some demonstrations and some lots of white levels, and 2 of the videos popped up were like super high white levels and contrast last night. I'm like, okay. Somebody's listening to me. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. And I will start putting those video links at the bottom because I think that's appropriate. Because if it wasn't for them, I wouldn't have any content to really show this stuff off on. People always ask me where we get this from. Usually, you have to go to places like this who show off for the TV demonstrations. But then lately, these YouTube channels have been popping up. Like something like called the HDR channel, stuff like that, and they've been just showing tons of this stuff, which is fantastic because I need it. But anytime we get, this is why all these tests are important and demonstrations are extremely important, because again, this stuff pops up in conversations all the time. Every time I pop into a forum site, the first thing I get from somebody is that, oh, you make screen paint, eh? Or my TV's better than this, and blah, 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 and blah, 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 blah. And I go, okay, really, we're gonna go down that road today? So then I just take this demonstration and I send it over to them and I just shut them up. So that's why we have so many test demonstrations, from going into forum sites and basically challenging people, or people challenging us. Yeah, I said shut them up. Now this guy came on yesterday, and I mean, he wasn't rude or anything. He was nice and all. He wasn't rude and all, but he was trying to tell me that the ultra short throw projector, which I literally have sitting right there, you can't see it. It's not an ultra short throw. It's basically a long throw. Do you have any idea how many projectors I have collected down through time? I think I'm pretty sure I would know the difference between an ultra short throw and a long throw projector. As a matter of fact, most people couldn't even figure out that the fact that the changeover to the new standard ultra short throw projectors were basically, they were cheating you. Yeah, the fisheye, the big ones with the huge fish eyes, those are the real ultra short throw projectors. We did that demonstration already. Now the short throw you guys are getting with that little lens in the front, that's a standard short throw. That's what you're getting. The ones you see on eBay with that huge, massive lens, that's the real one. And he was trying to tell me that basically that was a short throw. No, they don't make short throws is with the lens attachment like that. They don't do that. That's basically ultra short throw. The reason why it was so far back, because that particular projector was made basically for schools and stuff like that. I told you, for hospitals and all that stuff we're using for the whiteboard, because that's some kind of computer programming that allows you to be able to use some form of whiteboard display or whatever, or hologram display with it. But anyway, that's what that projector was designed for. So it was never designed to be displayed at 129 or 150 inches. We just can do that on the projector because of the black technology. But because of that, it has to be pulled back a little farther back than the usual ultra short throw that they make today, that are designed basically to a screen size of 100 inch or 120 inch with a couple of feet from the screen. Still, you have to pull that one back a little bit to get the 150, but still not as far as this one. So that's what I had to explain to the fellow. And that's not a short throw. If you're mistaking that for a short throw projector, and you're way off on that one. The reason why they use those particular projectors instead of any other projector for window displays is because the short throw projector reflects the ultra short throw reflects off a mirror and then bounces back off you, which actually cancels out lamp glare effect. There you go. Now you know. I just told you how it was done. So if you ever watch this demonstration on how the freaking they don't have any lamp glare pushing through, or they do it by lens shift. You can do it with lens shift too, but the projector has to be really high up, and you have to take the image and shove it straight down in order to cancel out that little lens shift. Light or glare that's gonna pop up. You have to cancel it out that way. Over here watching my screen compete with the TV. How long have we been in this demonstration? Okay, well, we'll wait 2 minutes and we'll be done. Or 2 hours, I think. 2 hours will be done. Not 2 minutes. It's funny because someone was telling me, like, you can get your account back. I don't want my account back through PlayStation. I'm done with PlayStation. I'm PC now. I've been PC from day one, but still. Even with the PS5 or whatever, now I'm good. My PCs are a little more. I'd rather just build a machine at the end of the day. Truthfully, like I said, is there any good exclusives? Because I have not seen any good exclusives at all, period. Majority of any exclusives, not really. Told you I thought about that. Haven't seen any good exclusives at all, period. Only system I pretty much would have complained about if my account got suspended would be Xbox. I had a huge, massive amount of people I played on every single day on the Xbox 360 unit, not the other system. And on top of that, with the exclusives like Halo and Gears of War and all that, yeah, that kind of kept me on the system. But there hasn't been any really good exclusives out there. So, same thing that's coming to them, it's coming to PC. So, much more powerful machine at the end of the day. I'll just give it to the PC. On top of that, just seeing Valve's new interface, oh, gee whiz, man, they did a good job with that. Oh, we're doing weight levels. The interface is a beast. Man, he did a good job on the interface. That's the best interface I've ever seen. I mean, if they were trying to compete with console, hey, challenge achieved. That interface is insane. Man, it puts freaking console's interface dashboard to shame. It's actually pretty good. If you have a computer, go check that out. All right, well, I'm done here. I am set up in the other room. Got some hot tea in my system, and I got some stuff I got to do today. But just getting down back to where we were at before, because I did go off topic for a minute. Yeah, basically, black technology is where it's at. Because at the end of the day, there is no way in the world that a gray screen, this is my wall. This is my wall before I coated it with the black technology. That shows you literally my wall behind me that used to be the same color as any gray screen paint we could find. That's what it would look like at 5,000 lumens on the same projector I'm using right now if I'd have hit that wall without that technology attached to it. Look at that. Can't even see it. Didn't even pick up at all anywhere. And this is why I tell you that the future is black. And for the companies, I guess the ones who make these projectors, they feel that the screens don't need to be upgraded because the projectors keep increasing with more contrast. I have no idea how that backwards thinking even works at the end of the day. You still can't pick up a copper contrast level. Where does that come from? We can just keep the screens gray with no problem, and we'll just keep increasing the projector's contrast capability, and sooner or later maybe we'll hit a black screen. No, you won't. That's just not going to happen. That's pretty bad, ain't it? Man. And they figure that the projector's gonna make up all the work. So I'll just spend all this money for an expensive, overpriced projector to pick up my color better, bring in better black levels, and just turn around and hit it on a white or gray screen. That's pretty much not gonna give me all the money that I just put into my projector to fix the problem. That's like watching a dog chase his tail. All right, well, with that being said, I want to get out of here. And I got, let me see, we got the mapping done. Tomorrow I'm going to do the gaming part of it all. It's going to load that. It's going to finish my showcase. Thank you all, and God bless.